Hi guys, welcome to another video, and in today's video we are back again playing Minecraft in Dan's Minecraft Survival. And in today's episode we're going to be working on a little farmhouse for here. So here we have the cow pen, which we moved all the cows from this area over here, and we moved them into this lovely pen here. So now we're going to be constructing the actual building, which will be alongside this. So we're going to build this here, and there's going to be a nice little walkway here, which you don't even need to enter the building to get to. It's going to have a nice little porch overhangy thing, if that makes any sense to you at all. I know what I'm talking about, so hopefully by the end of this episode you should understand what I mean. So we need to start off by digging out this area all the way along here, because we're going to run that little walkway thing all the way across here. So I just need to break these blocks away here, because that's where that is going to be taking place, because we're going to put some andesite down as a little frame, and then we're going to fill it in with some planks. So if I just break away all of this all the way along here, then that area is all ready to be filled in. So now if I just grab some materials to make a crafting table, then we can put the crafting table down there, and we want to craft some andesite. I'm just going to craft that many for now, because if I remember correctly, there's not always to reverse the polishing in the regular crafting menu. There might be in the stone cut, but I might have got this calculation. Oh no, we still have a little bit extra, but we can always use that extra there. So now I want to fill this in, and I want to fill this in with some spruce. So I'm just going to make plenty of spruce there, and then I'm just going to come all the way along here and fill in this spruce, and then this is going to create a nice little access area for accessing the cow pen. So I want to just continue to fill this spruce in all the way across here, and then this area is going to be accessed via the main path here, but then there will also be a little door here. So if you are inside, then you do have a quick access to it. But now what we need to do is we need to go up here, and we need to build this up a couple more. So I want to go 1, 2, because these should be 4 blocks tall. So then I want to just jump over to this one, and then we want to go 1, 2, like so. Then we want to strip those both like that, and then we want to jump across to this one, and then we want to go 1, 2, and then just strip these two, and then we want to go all the way across here, 1, 2, and then strip those, and then we want to jump across to here and strip these two here, like so. So we've got these built all the way up, so now I just want to come into this pen here and put some torches along here just to help with the lighting of this area. So now what I want to do is I want to come through here, and I want to start building up the pillars for the actual main building. So we're going to have to remove this tree here because it's a little bit in the way. So if we just get rid of these trees here, then that way they won't be obstructing our construction area. So let me just put that dirt up there. So as you can see, we've got a lot of cobble for this build. So we want to grab the dark oak, and then we want to break off this flower here, and then this needs to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need to do the same in this middle column here. Then we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we want to go all the way over to this column here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. These will be stripped, but I feel like it might be a better idea to go back and do that afterwards. So if I just fill all of this in here, I am just going to leave a tiny little gap there for the door, and then I'm going to put some stairs in there because it looked a bit weird without it when I was trying this build out in our test world. So I just need to continue to fill in this cobble across here. Now this one will not have any windows, and so this just needs to be filled in all the way across because there's going to be a staircase here. So now we just need to grab some more dark oak, and I want these to be straight up like so. So we just need to do it a bit of an awkward way to make sure that they don't go the sideways direction, because that is not the aesthetic that we're going for. So if we have that all the way in there, you can see the construction, the build start to come together. So now here we want to go across 1, 2, 1, 2, and then there's going to be a little door there in the middle, and then I want to break this away, and then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I want to just fill all of this in here with some cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4 that will make, and then I want to do the same here with running the dark oak logs across. Then you can see the aesthetic is coming together, but you will get a better look at it when it's stripped, because it just looks a bit nicer, as you can see by that little example that I have done there. Now I just want to break this away and fill this in across by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is all correct. So now we can continue this along here like so. There will be a window in there, but I feel like it might be easier to put that in afterwards. That might be a little bit more helpful for us. And then I just want to continue bringing the dark oak across like that. And then I just want to put some torches on the outside of this building before I forget, because otherwise we'll have lots of mobs spawning and that will not be ideal. So then I just need to come and find the middle one here, which is marked by this dandelion. So let's just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in case I had placed anything wrong, but it appears I have not. So then we just need to grab some more cobblestone and continue to place it across here like so, and it makes quite a nice little building here, because really all it's going to be used for is storing food, animal related products. So such as what would it store? It's going to store leather and things like that. Probably store some wheat in order to breed them. So this is just where we would come for stuff like that. We don't have, we do. So we can just breed that, and then we can get some more cows coming in like so. And then I just want to go over here and continue to build this wall in. So there is going to be a window in this one, which I'm going to put in before. Oh, that is not meant to be there, so we want to break that away. So then we just want to jump up like that and then fill that all the way across. And then there's a 3x2 window in the middle there. And then I just want to replicate that on here like so. So just fill in that little gap there. Because we're not having a window there, so that just needs to be filled all the way in. So as you can see, the build is coming together quite nicely. So I'm just going to continue placing this like so. I'm just going to take this final row of logs across here, and then we'll have a little nap before we get back to our construction, so that we don't get attacked by any mobs, because that would not be fun and it would make the construction progress a lot more difficult for us. So if we just take a little nap. So we are now well rested, so we can go all the way over here and fill this final wall in here on the ground floor, and then we will be able to start furnishing the interior. Well, we need to actually put the floor in. Well, might be a bit of an idea, so then that way we're not just walking on grass, because that just wouldn't fit right with this sort of building, because we've got all the animals and we want to bring all their food products in here. So this is where we will be storing everything. I think I forgot where the storage goes. The storage goes somewhere in here. Oh, we need to get up there. So do I have a little bit of dirt just to pile up to the top here, so that we can fill in that row of dark oak. So if we just fill this in all the way along here like so, then that's going to help us. Let's just break that away. Just because it's the final piece of the tree. So there we go, we have that finished with 2 blocks left in our inventory. That would have been awkward if we'd have had to go all the way over to the storage area just to get some pieces for that, just to fill in that final bit. That would have been very annoying indeed. So now let's just go and break away all the interior floor of here like so, and then we can start to fill that in. So if I just break all of this away like so, then we should be able to fill this in and then have a nice interior floor. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this brand new building in the comment section down below. I spent quite a while planning it, believe it or not. I went through quite a few iterations, and it's something that I had wanted to do for quite a while. But it went through those iterations, and it is finally being constructed. Tools are finally being on the ground, so we can build this. So I just want to continue to break away all of this dirt. I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, but you know what? It's something that needs to be done, and we have almost finished it. So if we just break away these final bits of grass, then we can begin to fill it in. Then we can just break that away as well and fill that in. So now the internal floor is going to be using some spruce. So if I just craft all the rest into some spruce planks. So if we just go all the way along here like so, then we can fill this in with some spruce. And then I want to just put some andesite in this little gap down here. So let's just put in some andesite there. And then we can just fill all of this in with some spruce. We might not actually have enough spruce on us to be able to complete this. So fingers crossed, but I'm starting to doubt if we'll have enough spruce to complete this. We might have to go and see if we have any more in the storage room, which I don't think we do. I think I took all of the spruce that we have, so I might need to go and chop down a couple of trees. Yeah. So let's go and chop down a couple of trees. There's some trees over in this direction over here. Is there any a little bit closer? No, not really, apart from Snowy's tree. But we can't exactly get rid of Snowy's tree because that's not very respectful to Snowy, because Snowy was great to us despite the fact that Snowy didn't even look at me. I mean, come on, Snowy. So I'm just going to chop down a couple of these trees, and then we can get back to the construction. We should now just have about enough to finish off the flooring of the house, or the farmhouse, over here. So if I just run over here, then we can do that. But before I do that, I'm just going to breed up these cows, just because I want to get this population filled in as quickly as possible. So let's just breed as many of these together as we can. Just make sure that we have everyone. We do. So now we can have a quick hop out and go over here, and then that way we should now be able to finish off the flooring in here. Yeah, we should have more than enough to finish that off. So let's just fill this all the way across here like so. And then we will move on to filling in the roof. So we just need to bring this spruce wood all the way over here. So come to think of how much spruce wood is actually involved in this build, and maybe I should have been a little bit more prepared in our material gathering and grabbed a couple more stacks of logs. Well, chop down a couple more trees to get us a couple more stacks before we began the construction of this build, because I don't think we're going to have enough to finish off the roof. But you know what, it'll be fine. We can finish that in the next episode, because in the next episode the plan is to do the second floor of this build, hopefully anyway. So that is the goal for the next episode, is to fill in the next floor. But we can at least get today's task done, which is to get the first floor done. It might not have the roof, but the episode will have accomplished its main goal, shall we say. Yeah, so let's just place some torches in here just to keep it all nice and lit up. I'm just going to place these torches a little bit further apart, just so that we can get a little bit more lighting in. So let's just place a torch there as well. So what we're going to have here is a nice little kitchen area here, and then we're going to have storage. So let me go over here and craft us up a door. which we don't have the one that I wanted. Where is a tree? Well, I am looking for a specific tree because obviously I'm aware that we have trees all over the place. Let's go and chop down this one. I was deciding between either oak or spruce, and I went. Why did I chop down a spruce tree? Because the decision was between oak or spruce, but I eventually decided to go with oak. So let's go and have a quick journey over here to where we first spawned in, actually, and have a look and chop down one of these trees. Maybe not one of these massive ones, which for some reason is looking a little bit weird. But you know, we'll go with it. So let's just chop down this tree all the way over here. And then that way we can craft the door that we wanted. So if we just have a quick run all the way over here to place that door. So let's just craft that all into planks, and then we can just make a door there. So let's just craft those doors and place them on here like so. And then we've got one spare just like chuck in the middle, because why not? So let me have a think. So here we want to have the kitchen and preparation area. Well, it turns out that I already had everything that I needed in my inventory because it was like birch and things. But I did want to quickly tell you that we got a vein of 12 diamonds, which I'm pretty sure I told you in the last episode, but I was keeping it separate from our diamonds that we already had. So we now have 16 diamonds in total. So what I want to do is I want to quickly upgrade, not upgrade, repair our pickaxe, because that has been in a dire need of some repair. So let me just do it with 2 diamonds for now, because I don't want to do too much. And then I just want to put 1 diamond on that, which we don't have the levels for. But you know what? That is a future goal. Let's place that in there. So that is all upgraded now. So what I want to use is I want to use the woods things, because I feel like it'll look a lot nicer. So let's just place some of that in there, and then we can get some birch wood instead of birch logs. So I want to do 1, 2 there, and then I want to do 1 there, and then another 1 there. Because there I want to place a barrel. This is a very awkward way of doing it. I want a barrel. Let's go make a barrel. I can't exactly remember how you make barrels. Is it with half slabs? This is how you know I've been playing this game for a little bit too long, because barrels are a new thing, so I'm not entirely sure how you craft barrel. Should we type in here? Barrel. It uses a mixture, right? So let's do this then. So let's place that down there, and like so. And then we put that there, that there. There we go. We have a barrel. Look at me making barrels. So let's just place that there, and then I want to strip all of that like so. And then it makes a little nice kitchen area. And then we have the kitchen area all complete. But one thing that I do need to add is I need to add a furnace. So I'm just going to move that there, and then we're going to go over here and craft a furnace. So let's just put in the cobblestone in a nice little O shape or a nice little circle, depending on how you want to describe that. And then we've got a furnace there like so. So now what we also need to do is make some glass so that we can fill that in. Let me go get some sand from up here. So we now have 6 pieces of glass, which is enough to turn it into glass panes, because we're going to be using glass panes for this build. Oh, let me just get out of that menu there. So let's go and place these glass panes into the building like I was about to say like so, but I haven't actually begun placing them in yet. So let's place these in like so, and then we can fill that in. So that only used 6 because these windows are 6 blocks. Well, 3 by 2, which is 6. So then we need to place that in there, and then I need to go and make some more. But I'm just really waiting for them to smelt. It probably would be a good idea to smelt them here. But you know what? I will do that between episodes, because I feel like This episode is getting very, very long at this point. So, I'm afraid, without further ado, I'm going to have to thank you all very, very much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.